Today, I wanted to talk about the fear of making tough but necessary decisions. I see a lot of MSPs hold back, suffer with stress, low margins, unnecessary anxiety, and slow growth simply because they're afraid of making necessary but unpopular decisions, like firing an employee they know has gone sour, or raising prices on clients who are dragging down the company's profitability, or not tolerating bad behavior from that big client who is holding you hostage because they represent so much revenue, or insisting employees actually show up to work on time, do their jobs well, and do what is expected of them. Of being strong and direct in your approach to close a sale or overcome a BS objection, it's much easier to whistle by the graveyard and pretend all is well. Don't poke the bear, don't pick a fight, don't push back. You already have a plate full of battles to contend with and loathe the thought of adding another. I get it. But ignoring tough decisions doesn't make them go away or magically resolve on their own. They grow and gather in strength until you are forced to address them, often creating far more damage by the delay. That's why success in business is only achieved by tough-minded people willing to do the difficult things that others are too afraid of doing. I once saw General Schwarzkopf share a brilliant story about decision-making in a keynote presentation. Early in his Army career, Schwarzkopf was in the office of his mentor, a general who was in command of his unit. A group of high-ranking officials came into his office and asked this general to make a decision regarding the politics of the war, a decision that had to be made but was a source of serious infighting and contention. It was also an extremely complicated problem with a lot of unknowns and serious consequences. The general just looked at them and said, "The answer is obvious, gentlemen," and gave them his decision. After they left, Schwarzkopf summoned the courage to ask his higher-ranking commander how he could possibly make such a decision so quickly when he knew he hadn't read all the documents, reviewed all the studies, and fully understood the consequences of the decision he had made. The general replied, "This has been a decision that no one's been willing to make for 10 years. The best minds have been on it and they can't decide. So you know what? We need to pick one and do it. In doing so, you can figure out if you made the right decision or the wrong one, then course correct." Most are not up for this. They go through life and business waffling, thinking it over, waiting until, hoping for the right time. They ask everyone for an opinion to make sure they can gather sufficient support before doing what they know they need to do anyway. They succumb to peer pressure and the popular idea of the day. They allow the social media mob to dissuade them from posting what they really feel, really believe. Many things we must address in business are not easy, popular choices. You will repeatedly get criticized and blamed for doing what is necessary for survival and success of your business, called greedy. Others with only a tiny bit of knowledge about a situation you are dealing with, or no knowledge and merely opinions, will harshly attack you, publicly shame you, and attempt to take you down. If you don't have the fortitude to withstand these attacks, you'll wither on the vine fast. Just remember this: whatever you don't hate, you'll tolerate. If you accept even a little bit of bad behavior, you'll get more of it, and it's all on you for allowing it to happen.